You're here because you want to know what I'm exposing today, and the answer is yes. I will be sharing your way to calculate what Fortnite creators are making. Before I jump into that, I wanted to share why I'm exposing something so sensitive. It's important to me that you know your worth. What you do is absolutely valuable if you're a creator. It doesn't matter what you're creating in. If somebody says, I make maps in Fortnite, I want that to mean something. I don't want people to just dismiss you because it's Fortnite. They need to know the kind of value that you actually generate. You deserve credibility and respect for what you do, not to feel ashamed. And too many creators in this community feel ashamed, and you shouldn't. Use this as a resource. Point to it whenever somebody wants to know how much you make as a creator, or point to it whenever somebody's like, well, what can I expect to earn out of Fortnite? The difficult thing is that talking about money is hard, and many people tie your value to some monetary value. And for those of us that have difficulty, it's important that you be able to have something that can speak to your value when you're not able to. Sadly, if you want to make a quick buck out of Fortnite, your opportunity is long gone, but it's not a missed opportunity. There's still more to go in Fortnite. My name's RayBenefield, exposing knowledge so you can make more informed decisions and other people around you can make more informed decisions is absolutely important to me. And today, I also want to apologize for the couple of people that I pick out for future examples. So, sorry. As a prefix, if you are part of the Supported Creator program, you are not allowed to share your earnings. That is a confidential thing. Don't do that. So to make sure that you don't know exactly how much I'm making, so I'm not in violation, I've received a huge tax refund this year because I used to be a software architect working $100 an hour, 40 hours a week. And because of that and some work earlier this year, I have a good amount of runway to last, 6 months doing this? And a large part of that is Fortnite, but you'll never know exactly how much. Now, others don't have other sources of income, so if you're smart enough, you can point them out, you can do your research. Theoretically, with deductive reasoning, you can figure out who makes what. Now to the actual meat. How much do Fortnite creators in Fortnite Creative make making maps? This is just the start. There are many ways to earn money in Fortnite Creative. This is just the main way that most people earn it. On June 26, 2018, there was an article done by Lend.edu about how much are people spending in Fortnite. The article is in the link below if you would like to read it yourself. If you go through the article, you'll discover that of the sample size that they had, 1,000 players, that the average player spent $58.25. We can take this and we can use this as the basis for a massive calculation and end up with what we expect creators to be making. To use this value properly, you need to know how many supporters a Fortnite creator might have. And to do this, you can do some research. A lot of creators are public about their supporter count, and I found a lot of my research through the Discord creative server. It is a public server. You can do the search. None of this includes anything that is not accessible to the public, which means nothing from feature chat. It's strictly only something public that you can access right now. I think a good number of supporters to work with is 20,000. So if we take 20,000 subscribers and we multiply that by $58.25, we end up getting $1,165,000 that have been spent by 20,000 supporters. Of course, obviously, creators don't make that money. The Supported Creator program is an affiliate code system where basically if somebody uses your code, you get 5%. So if we multiply that value by 5%, we end up with $58,250 that go out to creators of that 1.165 mil. However, this is a lump sum of 20,000 people that was based on an average over a specific period of time. Now, if we take that specific period of time, July 25th, 2017, and June 26th, 2018, when this article was released, then we come up with 336 days. So we divide that by 336 days, and we'll get the amount that supporters spend on a per day basis. That gives us $173 and some change that are spent every day by the supporters of these creators. Now, creators don't make money every single day, so we have to apply it to the number of days that makes sense. And when a creator is featured, that's typically when they get their most money. So 4 days of feature plus 2 weeks of people using their code until it quote unquote resets resets every 2 weeks for the affiliate code system. And with all of that, we end up with $3,120 and about 50 cents for a creator whenever they get featured. Now, this is based on an assumption of $58.25 spent on average based on 20,000 supporters over the course of the 336 days that were used for this particular study. Note that this is 2017 to 2018, the first year of Fortnite, Season 4, Season 5 of Chapter 1. It's one of my heights for Fortnite, one of my most enjoyable times, and the spending is very different now. At the beginning of year 2020, we got introduced to COVID, and as a result, more people are staying home and more people are spending money on games. There was an article posted on August 11, which I'll post a link below, that gamers are spending approximately 39% more on games. If we tie that into our calculation, we have 3,120 and 50 some cents, and we multiply that by 39% more, we end up getting $4,337.50 some cents again for some reason. And as I said, this is not the only income that Fortnite creators make, or at least have the opportunity to make. Thanks to these calculations, you can comfortably assume that creators that got featured 4 times before COVID are making at least $10,000, 5 digits, and anybody that got featured 3 times after COVID are making about the same, at least 5 digits, so at least $10,000. This is absolutely important for employers. So if you're doing an interview or you're doing a resume, feel free to point to this video so you can use it as evidence that what you do has value. What you've done is important. Just because you did Fortnite Creative doesn't mean it's not valuable and that your skills are not relevant. Note that we are deep into COVID right now, and creative is very different than what it was. So again, if you're just trying to make a quick buck off Fortnite, you missed your opportunity. There's still opportunity to succeed. You're just gonna have to work hard, and I'm gonna help you get there. It's also important to recognize the context of this income that creators are making. Creators are making $3,000 to $4,000 off of essentially mini games. They're not full indie games. These things can be made in 2 days. Multiple people have told me they've made their featured maps in 2 days to like 2 months. And either way, $3,000 to $4,000 is actually reasonable doing something you love. If you can make a map that gets featured once a month, you're making really good money actually. As I said, support a creator is not the only way to make income. Several teams, several individuals have worked with companies like Nvidia and Grubhub and worked with YouTubers like SunD. I'm sure these contracts go for at least $10,000 because brands care about their brand. They want it to be done right. So they pay enough to make sure that they have the security to get a quality product in the end, because that's what they're after. So 5 digits from a contract doesn't seem too bad. This also doesn't include opportunities like this limited time mode in Fortnite. This is absolutely huge. Wart Andrew and Dolphin Dom and Lachlan have absolutely killed it, and this is a huge opportunity that just doesn't show up in game dev very often. On top of this, there's also official opportunities to work with big social influencers. Speaking of Wart Andrew and Dolphin Dom and KK Slider, they just joined Team PWR, Team Power, with Lachlan. That's absolutely huge, and an opportunity for them to not only grow their skills, but continue doing what they love for a living. It's a big deal. I also wanted to call this out because knowing how involved Lachlan has been since the inception of Fortnite Creative and how big KK Slider, Dolphin Dom, and Wart Andrew are, makes me believe that Creative has a bright future ahead of it. So you're still gonna have opportunities. But the real question here is, how do you become them? And better yet, how do you become somebody like Lachlan? What does it take? That's part of the reason this channel exists, to help you get to that point to where you can make a living doing what you love. You can still make it as a creator, and there are people that are actually way ahead of you, and I want to help you catch up. Creators like Dumb Blonde and the boy Dilly have done awesome work on YouTube. Their videos have taken off when they do something like tutorials or they show off something crazy like an event. This is huge, and they're hugely helpful, talented creators, and this is something you need to be doing like now. I totally get it. YouTube is massive and scary, and I went through this like 2-3 months ago when I decided that I was going to do this. It's not an easy thing, which is why I want to help you personally and directly, not just make a video about it. So in tomorrow's video, I'm gonna give you that promise, and I hope that you'll be there because I want to help you succeed. I don't want to scare you. I don't want you to feel like you're vulnerable because somebody exposed your earnings. I want to help you get to where you want to go. So be there tomorrow. I'm going to make this promise, and it'll be a big deal for everybody that participates. At least I hope so. I hope it's helpful. So until then, I will see you tomorrow.